Welcome. If you enjoy this content, please like, share, and subscribe. Now, let's dive in. Late at night, your television begins to flicker. The news cuts to static. Then, an emergency alert. But something's wrong. The voice is distorted. The message is unfamiliar. And instead of reassurance, it tells you to look away from the moon. This isn't a glitch. This is Local 58. A fictional broadcast station that feels far too real. And it reflects something terrifying that's actually happened in the real world. Broadcast hijackings. Local 58 is a web-based analog horror series created by Chris Straub. It presents itself as a local TV station plagued by strange interruptions, weather alerts from unknown sources, disturbing public service announcements, and programming that seems to know more about you than it should. It's eerie, it's lo-fi, and it's brilliantly unsettling. Each episode peels back a layer of reality, suggesting that the broadcast system we trust may not be safe. It's not just a horror story, it's a warning. But what makes Local 58 even more disturbing is how closely it mirrors actual events in history. Real broadcast hijackings have happened before. In 1987, viewers in Chicago were watching TV like any normal night, until the screen cut to static. A man wearing a Max Headroom-style mask suddenly appeared, spouting nonsense and cryptic phrases. A buzzing sound played in the background. He had hijacked not one, but two television stations. To this day, no one knows who he was, or how he pulled it off. No one was caught, no message was ever truly explained, but that wasn't the only time something like this happened. 10 years earlier, during a local news broadcast in southern England, the picture suddenly changed. A new voice spoke over the program, claiming to be a representative of an intergalactic authority, warning humanity to change its ways or face destruction. The voice signed off as Vrion of the Ashtar Galactic Command. For nearly 6 minutes, millions heard a message that didn't come from Earth. And it has never been explained. Who hijacked those broadcasts? Why did they do it? How did they evade the law? Was it a prank, a warning, or something else? To this day, the answers are uncertain. And that uncertainty breeds the same dread used by analog horror. Local 58 uses this real fear of hijacked broadcasts and turns it into horror. In one of its most infamous episodes titled Contingency, a fake emergency alert interrupts regular programming. It claims the United States has lost a war and instructs viewers to commit suicide. The message is chilling and presented in the exact format used by real government alerts. In another episode, a GPS system seems to deliberately lead someone to their death. And in yet another, viewers are warned not to trust the moon, a celestial body that suddenly becomes a threat. Each video feels like a leaked broadcast that was never meant to be seen. Because if you've ever seen a real emergency alert, you know how unsettling it already feels. Now imagine one that tells you the enemy is already inside your home. Local 58 and real-world broadcast hijackings tap into the same primal fear, loss of control. When we sit down to watch TV or browse the internet, we feel like we're choosing what to see. But what if someone, or something else is in charge? What if someone can reach you anytime, anywhere through the very systems you trust? In the digital age, this fear is amplified. Deepfakes, AI-generated voices, and yes, emergency systems that can be hijacked. The line between fiction and reality has never been thinner. When the systems that should protect us are weaponized or exploited, the horror becomes practical, not just fictional. And the consequences ripple beyond a single screen. Who hijacked those broadcasts in Chicago and England? Why did they do it? How did they evade the law? Maybe the real horror isn't in the static, maybe it's in the silence that follows. If you found this disturbing, strange, or fascinating, subscribe for more deep dives into analog horror, internet mysteries, and unexplained events. Do you believe in broadcast hijackings? Or are we just tuning into something we were never meant to hear? Leave a comment below.